Going on a nature walk. Today, I want to write about my experience going on a nature walk. Nature walks are one of my favorite activities, because they allow me to enjoy the beauty of the outdoors and relax my mind. Last weekend, I had a wonderful time exploring nature. And I can't wait to share my adventure with you. Getting ready for the walk. As the weather became warmer and the flowers started to bloom, I felt inspired to spend more time outside. I decided to go on a nature walk in a local park that I love. I wanted to enjoy the fresh air, see the beautiful flowers, and listen to the sounds of nature. On Saturday morning, I woke up feeling excited about my plan. I got dressed in comfortable clothes, my favorite t-shirt and a pair of leggings. I also put on my sneakers because I knew I would be walking for a while. After getting ready, I made a quick breakfast of toast and fruit. I wanted to have some energy for my walk. Packing for the walk. Before leaving, I packed a small backpack with some essentials. I included a water bottle to stay hydrated, a light snack, an apple, and my camera to take pictures of the beautiful scenery. I also brought my journal, so I could write down my thoughts and observations during the walk. Once I had everything ready, I grabbed my backpack and headed out the door. I felt happy and eager to spend time in nature. The sun was shining, and the sky was blue, making it a perfect day for a walk. Arriving at the park. When I arrived at the park, I was greeted by the lovely sights and sounds of nature. The trees were full of green leaves, and colorful flowers bloomed everywhere. I took a deep breath and felt the fresh air fill my lungs. I was ready to begin my adventure. As I walked along the path, I noticed the sounds of birds chirping and leaves rustling in the breeze. It felt so peaceful and calming. I walked slowly, taking my time to enjoy the beauty around me. Observing nature. While walking, I took time to observe the different plants and flowers. I saw daisies, tulips, and even some wildflowers. Each flower had its unique color and shape, and I enjoyed watching the butterflies flutter around them. I stopped to take pictures of the flowers and trees. I wanted to capture the beauty of spring. My camera clicked as I took photo after photo. I felt like a photographer capturing the essence of nature. Finding a quiet spot. After walking for a while, I decided to find a quiet spot to sit and relax. I spotted a large tree with a big, flat rock underneath it. It looked like the perfect place to take a break. I walked over and sat down, leaning against the tree trunk. While sitting there, I took out my journal and began to write. I wrote about the beauty of nature and how much I enjoyed being outside. I described the flowers, the sounds, and the feeling of peace I had. Writing helped me express my thoughts and appreciate the moment. Listening to nature. As I sat quietly, I closed my eyes for a moment and listened to the sounds around me. I could hear birds singing, the rustling of leaves, and the distant sound of a flowing stream. It felt like nature was talking to me, and I felt connected to the world around me. After some time, I opened my eyes and looked around. I noticed a few squirrels playing in the grass nearby. They were chasing each other and jumping around, which made me smile. Watching them reminded me of how lively and playful nature can be. Continuing the walk. After my break, I decided to continue my walk. I stood up, stretched, and felt ready to explore more of the park. I followed the path deeper into the woods, surrounded by tall trees and the fresh scent of nature. As I walked, I came across a small pond. The water was clear, and I could see fish swimming. I stood by the edge of the pond and watched as the fish darted around. It was peaceful to watch the water ripple in the breeze. Encountering wildlife. While enjoying the pond, I noticed some ducks swimming gracefully. They quacked happily, and I felt happy to see them. I took out my camera again to capture the ducks and their reflections in the water. It was a beautiful sight, and I wanted to remember this moment. Suddenly, I heard a rustling in the bushes nearby. I turned to see a small deer peeking out at me. I stood still, not wanting to scare it away. The deer looked at me with big, curious eyes, and I felt amazed to see such a beautiful animal in the wild. After a moment, the deer turned and quietly walked away, disappearing into the trees. Enjoying the beauty of the forest. Continuing my walk, I felt grateful for the chance to experience such beautiful moments in nature. I marveled at the tall trees surrounding me, their leaves dancing in the wind. The sun filtered through the branches, creating beautiful patterns of light on the forest floor. I stopped occasionally to take pictures of interesting sights, like unique tree formations and colorful mushrooms. I loved capturing the beauty of nature in my camera. Each photo told a story of my adventure. Finding a scenic overlook. As I walked further, I stumbled upon a scenic overlook that provided a breathtaking view of the park. I could see the colorful landscape stretching out before me. The combination of green trees and blooming flowers was incredible. I took a moment to take it all in, feeling a sense of peace and happiness. It was moments like these that reminded me how important it is to spend time in nature. I took a few pictures of the view to remember this special spot. Writing in my journal. After enjoying the view, I found a nice spot on a bench nearby. I decided to sit down and write in my journal again. I wrote about my experiences so far, describing the sights and sounds I encountered on my walk. I wanted to capture my thoughts and feelings about the beauty of nature. Writing helped me reflect on how grateful I felt for the day. I wrote about the deer, the ducks, and the colorful flowers. I also wrote about the importance of taking time to enjoy nature and relax away from the busyness of life. Heading back. After spending a lovely afternoon exploring the park, I knew it was time to head back home. I felt tired but happy. As I walked back, I took one last look at the scenery, making sure to remember the beauty I had experienced. On the way, I collected a few more leaves and flowers to bring home. I planned to press them in my journal as a way to remember my nature walk. The colors and shapes would be a lovely reminder of this beautiful day. Reflecting on the experience. Once I reached home, I felt a sense of accomplishment. I had enjoyed a wonderful day in nature, capturing its beauty and creating memories. I knew that spending time outdoors was good for my mind and spirit. As I sat in my room later, I looked through the pictures I had taken throughout the day. Each photo brought back memories of my adventure. I felt proud of the experiences I had and excited to share them with my family. Sharing with my family. That evening, I shared my photos and stories with my family at dinner. I told them about the deer I saw and how beautiful the flowers were. They were interested and enjoyed hearing about my day. My mom even said she wanted to join me on my next nature walk. We talked about planning a family outing to the park, and I felt happy that I could inspire them to enjoy nature too. I believe that being in nature brings people closer together and creates lasting memories. Looking forward to more nature walks. As I write this entry, I am already thinking about my next nature walk. I want to explore new trails and discover more beautiful places. I also plan to invite my friends to join me next time. I believe that sharing experiences in nature is a great way to bond and create fun memories together. In conclusion, going on a nature walk was a wonderful experience that brought me joy and inspiration. I loved seeing the beauty of the outdoors, observing wildlife, and reflecting on my thoughts. Nature has a way of calming the mind and uplifting the spirit, and I am grateful for the time I spent outside. Good night, and I hope you also take the time to enjoy nature and appreciate the beauty around you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Remember, keep listening and repeating. That's the best way to learn English. Don't give up. You are doing great. See you in the next video. Bye for now.